Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. New week. Fire up the old recording. And probably bring you a little short episode today to get things kicked back off for the new week. And I want to take a look at something over here real quick before I get started. I think we're going to work on the lighting on the forge room today. Try the electrical work and try to get that done. Boy, it'd be a beautiful thing if I could run those wires. Of course, this generator's pretty loaded down, isn't it? It's pretty loaded down. We need more engines. That's something we're going to have to do this week, definitely, is go out and wrench and try to get as many purple engines as we can. Maybe even go around to the traders and see if they have some purple engines for us. That's going to be a very vital part of making this whole thing work with the least amount of generators possible. So appreciate your support this weekend on the stream. Was incredible. Incredible. Love each and every one of you, guys included. And yeah, I had a good time. Good times. Good weekend of streaming and having fun. Now, have we used all of our fluorescent lights? Wait a minute. 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 I know we couldn't have used all of those lights already, did we? Oh my goodness. I think we did. Unless I missed something here. And I don't think I did. I left myself with no lights. So, let's see how many parts we have here. 124 of these. The dome lights we're fine with. It's the fluorescent lights that I am short on. 41. I'm going to go ahead and use all my parts. Boy, that's 6 minutes for that. I could craft more of these, but I need a ton of these to craft those. So we looked at that. We looked at that the other day. Someone's like, oh, Spartan, you can craft those. Well, to craft these, I need to craft the components. I need the parts and brass and plastic, which I do have 250 plastic, so I could make 250 of those. But then to make these, you know, we need to do the insulator and the forged iron and duct tape. It's just as easy as going out and wrenching those things, though. Instead of sitting here and taking a whole ton of time to make them, we could just go out and wrench them. I need to wrench stuff anyway. You know, I need cars for engines. I tell you what, let's put the whole building thing on hold for just a moment. And let's go get some, let's go get a couple wrenches. Let's go out there and wrench some cars and do what we talked about doing for a little while now. Of course, I don't know how long I've actually been talking about wrenching cars, but it seems like we're always wrenching cars. Tell you what, I'll put this all in the building chest like so. And when we come back, we just shift click everything we need into our inventory. Even the wire tool, even that. So we still have a couple days before the horde attacks, you know? We have a 600 wrench right here. Yeah, I say I eat real quick and go do this. And we'll just make a little, a quick episode out of wrenching cars. Maybe even ride to the traders. You know those two traders over in the snow biome? Well, one's in the snow. Maybe the other one's in the snow as well. But both of them over there, we've not been to them in a while. And maybe we take a trip over there, wrench some cars along the way. So I think I have everything. Exploding crossbow bolts, I have 60 of those. Shouldn't need any. That's another thing I need to do, though. I need to make sure I have plenty of exploding crossbow bolts for that upcoming horde. I don't want to leave myself with like a half a day and then the horde's upon us. Also want to check my money. Make sure I have money because it just ain't funny. All right, so go to this guy first. We'll stop by these two guys, even though I know we have recently. I don't know when the respawn was. I think it's tomorrow. Respawns tomorrow. I was just about to hit spacebar to try to jump that rock. You know that? Ugh. This is not Excite Bike. Of course, I don't think you could jump on Excite Bike either, though, could you? I don't remember. It's been so long. It's been so long. Anyway, we'll stop by these two guys. We're not going to have time to get to those traders before they close over in the snow today, so we'll just we'll go around and wrench as many cars as possible. Maybe get some buildings with electrical parts in them as well. Is that a part of a... Yeah, that's a third stage car. So those plants over there, I bet you those plants that I can see with the silos have some type of electrical components and parts up in them. I'll probably need another 100 lights. I'm just a rough estimate. Because the way I'm doing the lighting on top of the roof now, it's pretty light consuming, for a better term. It's gonna take a lot. 4 and a dome on each block. Let's say we have 6. Well, just say we have 8. We'll probably have about 6 to 8 on the forge room, and then we'll have another probably at least that many on the new room where the old forge room is at. Let's see what he has. Lights, no.
You'll meet the wrong end of my 44.
Am I? Am I, sir? There's a zombie out there getting hurt. Oh, look at that plastic. I don't have any money.
Some days I don't even know why
You know, Think 330 or someone was saying that the traders typically have a lot of plastic on them. And we're not going to make it to that next trader before he closes, I don't think. He's right across the street, but... all right, so here we go. Buy. And go. Let's see if we can make it to this guy. 21.23. I think they close at what? 21.45? Is that right? I might be able to run in here and scoop up something real quick from him. Then we'll just make a beeline for the city. It doesn't matter if they run. I'm used to zombies running all the time anyway, so we might actually go through these 60 exploding crossbow bolts while we're in there, though. Come on, bike. Giddy up. Go. Well, don't you close until I buy your stuff. Don't you do it. 9 minutes. Oh, I don't really know. I don't really know when they close, honestly. Light. Plastic. Engine. No. That's a garbage engine. We don't want that. All right, so he had nothing anyway. He had nothing anyway. I think we just came over here the other day. I didn't even pay attention to when the respawn was on it, but not a big deal. I think it's tomorrow. If I had to guess, I'd say it's tomorrow. So let's head to this city. I think we pretty much combed this city at some point for cars. I don't know that for sure. You know, how many points do we have left? Is that the only zombie? She's about to start running. Alright, she's not running anywhere now. Down in a hole. We have 118 points. I think I'm pretty much capped out on everything I want to be. Bad mechanics capped. Shotgun shell 7.62. Yeah. I mean, I'll never put points in Better Lead Than Dead. Fast Eddie, you know, is good. Quality Joe 3 of 3. Never put in any points in anything to do with the shotguns. What is our scavenging up to at this point? That may determine what we're going to get for engines. You know what I mean? May determine 74. Yeah, the only way I get points from scavenging is just looting the corpses in the horde. Now, we've not been doing that lately. You know, I may need to start that back, and I may not even document it, because most of you say that's pretty boring to watch, me looting all his corpses and having to axe them up and all of that stuff. So I don't know if I even document it, but I probably need to do that just to get my scavenging up a bit. I guess we'll get some points just from scavenging the cars here, looting the cars. Come on, engines. We need lots and lots of engines. No engine there. Yeah, we can always do the old AC unit thing again. You know, that was pretty lucrative way of coming by the electronic components, parts. But I'd like to duel that up with the cars as well, because there's a feral. Yeah, it's not worth that one potential car right there to have to fight that guy. He's tanky. Yeah, I'd spend probably 10 exploded crossbow bolts trying to kill him. Well, we do have this little building here. We could spend some time wrenching down for the components. Let me see on my map where we're at. Okay, so we're at this bottom corner. May not be a bad idea to come back there. Right now, focus is just going to be on the cars. There may actually be some cars in this thing. Let me repair this. And hold your ears, folks. Oh, there's a soldier. Soldier boy. Ah, soldier down. Soldier didn't want me coming in and getting his cars. Believe that? Soldiers have pretty good loot sometimes. Oh, look at him. Oh, I didn't hit him. Hit him that time. I blowed his arms off. All right, let's continue on with what we were doing here. Get a little bit of everything from that. Go ahead and take that money. Give me my money. Oh, there's a nasty guy right there. He's got the nasty touch. Oh, we got a blue engine, 594. That's pretty nice. Not purple, but it's blue. It's good. It's better than what we were getting previously. All right, let's continue on down the road. There's another place right here, but there's nothing in there. No cars. No cars. Yeah, I think we may have scanned and scoured this city. Oh, yeah, that was my first horde defense right there, I think. If I recall correctly. Those 3 spikes signify the place that I had 2 hit points. Remember, I was running from the dogs, and the horde was about to hit, and I got down to 2 hit points. That was tricky. I don't know how I survived that. Well, I know how I survived that, but it's a pretty miraculous save there. I'll put some animal fat in there. Look at that. Left that behind. Little treat. Gonna be a bunch of holes around here. Bunch of holes. Oh, 584. Yes. That's what we need. Oh, boy. Oh, it's zombie inside there. I'll scrap this and get out of here before he breaks through, hopefully. Yeah, someone brought up a good point. The lag that I get when I'm driving through this big city and it's kind of skipping, it could be the zombie AI loading in. The sleeper zombies could be the sleeper zombies loading in. Is exactly what it could be. That was a good point, you know, that when I'm going around, it's especially those big giant buildings, so many sleeper AI have to load in those vertical dungeons. Very well could be what I'm getting a bit of lag from. I'm gonna scrap these batteries. That's 572. Hate to do that. Another blue engine. We could combine those and make a purple, which is probably what I'm gonna be doing here, is combining some engines. Depending on how many we get, I'm seeing, you know, a few cars here, a few cars there. There's a deer, but I think we're good on meat. Kind of keeping my eye on that gal right there. Looks like she might be keeping an eye on me. Yep. Surely she is. Deer's trying to get in that house. He's just trying to get away from all the pain. You know what? I am going to scrap that battery. Gonna scrap that battery. There's a car over there, yeah. Car, 2 cars. Perfect. Oh, we can't scrap that because look at all the engines we're picking up, though. That's good stuff. Let me do this one more, and then I need to put my money back in my mini bike. My money where my mouth is. My money, mind on my money, and my money on my mind. Oh, look at the light shining on the zombie out there in the grass. Silly zombie. So money in there. Gas in there. Lead, nice. I don't know why I brought concrete. Don't know why I brought the concrete. Uh-oh. How did he missed me and I missed him. Now he's got to just run in a circle. Yeah, that's all you need out here at nighttime to defend yourself. Spike club. Spike club. Now, if you had a wandering horde come up, yeah, you're gonna need some exploding crossbow bolts or something. But just wandering around these cities at nighttime, unless you come across a cop or a feral white or something, nothing to be afraid of out here. I can't tell you the amount of people who are like, "Hey, Spartan, you know, I used to never go outside at nighttime until I saw you doing it so effortlessly." And there's nothing to it. Look at this cop. This is just a regular cop. He's dead. You know, 2 shots from that. Dead. He's one of our bigger threats that we'll see out here would be a cop. I'll tell you what, there's going to be loot to respawn in here. These are loot containers too as well, folks. So if you're salvaging, scrapping cars in a city near you, you know, you can no longer use that as a loot container like we did for the bigger part of the beginning of this series. We're using these places for these cars for a loot container. Just keep that in mind. Well, I have to scrap those. A couple garbage engines too. Notice that? Little brown. Little browny browns. Alright, well, let's see what Mr. Copper had on him. Maybe. Oh, there's a AC unit. Where is Mr. Copper? He despawned. I think he despawned unless he was further away. Not a big deal. Make sure I have some empty slots here. Well, those batteries take a lot of space. Or a lot of time to scrap. I'm sorry. A lot of time to scrap. 2 more cars right here. And, ooh, a whole slew of cars over there. Look at that. Oh, that's a better nail gun part. Is it better than what we have on here? No. No, it is not. I'll get plenty of headlights for spotlights. That's something else I need to do to this base. We might set up an external generator room. Just for, you know, we're never going to use those. We may set up an external generator room for spotlights that go around the outside. And I can do kind of what I did on the stream series with the light poles going around the outside to power those spotlights. Maybe even some turrets on it. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know if I have time. All right. A lot of cars over here. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I can't really see myself needing brass. I mean, we set up some auto turrets or something out there. I'll just buy the 9mm shells from the trader. Construction tools is 100 now. I thought they were always. I thought we had capped that a long time ago. My bad. We're going to take out both gals right here because they're going to... There she comes. There they both come. I can't hit the broadside of a barn with this thing today. Look at that. They're splitting the middle there. Got her. She's just going to run in a circle. Dead. Let's just click on them so we can... perhaps get our scavenging up that much more. Kind of forgot how many engines we had back at the base now. It's been a little while and I'm a bit confused with... boy, are we full again? Son of a gun. If there was an engine back there, it pooped out onto the ground. No. Let's see. Scrap. Scrap. Let's open up some slots, just in case we do, have an engine. I want it dropping out on the ground. I guess that's what'll happen. I'm pretty sure that's what happens if you get something that you can't pick up in your inventory, like an engine. Oh, look at that. 595 and a 584. Nice. Yeah, those purple engines, that's exactly what we need to get us onto the... being able to get away with one generator in the base and a couple of those slots that we have blue or less. We're almost done. I mean, like I said, I don't remember how many engines I have back at the base, but we'll go back and combine those engines that we do have that are lower quality, the greens and the blues. Try to get as many purples as we can. This is just one of many cities, folks. I can go around to, a dozen cities if we need to continue doing this. And if we get to the point on the Let's Play where we finish this base, which is a long way off, I'll just strip out the engines. Oh, nice, look at that. I'll strip out the engines that are into current generators and move them to the new base once it's completed. So we won't need to do this again, but yeah, we're full. There's really nothing I can afford to throw out. Anything else, we scrap a car, we get the pipe, we get the cloth and leather. It's just going to refill that slot. So, yeah, I say we call it right there for the engine scrapping and go back to the base and assess what we have for engines quality-wise. And it's kind of riding through here for AC units. We can pick that stuff up. Any old AC unit we see. Well, that's kind of nice. We got some decent quality engines. I figured we'd get a lot of browns and orange and yellows and stuff like that to go along with it. But all in all, if we do a sort, we got a couple of those. Oh, boy. But we got 4 purple engines. That's really good. I don't know how many cars that was. Maybe you can do the math, the breakdown. What was it, about 20 cars, 25 cars, something like that? 25 cars and all of those engines. 4 purples, 4 blues, and a couple lesser quality. So the percentage is definitely on our side there. Instead of having a lot of lesser quality engines and a couple good ones, it was the other way. We had a large quantity of the best engines and a lower quantity of the garbage ones. Yep. So good run there. You couldn't ask for more than that. That's what we were looking for. There's that base spawning in. Look at that sucker spawning in. We need to remove the rebar from behind this building over here. We don't need that anymore. Know what I mean? We can take that down. Yeah, she's starting to come together. Looking good, looking sharp. Well, let's sort this stuff real quick. Crafting. Springs. Do a sort. Radiators go down here. Well, look at that. 76 of those. That's a lot of brass. You know, 76 of those. That's a lot of brass. Gonna put that there. Gonna put scrap iron. We didn't get a lot of scrap iron. Not like what I thought we would get. I could really just scrap all of these batteries. I'll never use them for anything. Do a sort. And engines. Engines. We didn't have any engines. And that's where all our batteries were right there too. We can throw a lot of these out. Like I said, I'll never use those. We could scrap them for lead. You know, I guess I'll hold on to them and scrap them for lead. That makes sense, right? That only makes sense to do that. So let's combine a couple of these lower quality ones here. And you. All right. Well, look at that. Look at that. 5 purple engines. Do I have any gas on me? Yes, I do. Let's go over here and see what we can get power up to on this one and on the Horde Defense. Someone also said to take out the center pillar right here. Maybe a good idea. Maybe a good idea to do that. I said I was going to do that and I forgot to even address that. Someone suggested that it would look better if we took that out. And I agree. I even thought about if you took it out, we could put our walkway, this blue line that kind of stops right here, looked kind of weird. We could paint that right there, right on straight across into here. And I think it would look better doing it that way. Also, it would make it so that, you know, technically, we could do what we did here, right there. We can make 2 separate rooms like we did right there. You know what I mean? That would look nice. Have 4 separate rooms. You could have like your potatoes in this side, your corn in that side. And maybe that's what we do. Maybe that's what we do. I don't know. All right, so turn it off. Take that out. Put a 595 and a 515 up there. Turn it on. Ooh, 500 watts is what it's using. Have 55 to spare. 55 to spare. But everything is illuminated now that's hooked into that. Boy, it's bright in there. Up top, down below. Perfect. Well, I wonder then, let's go over here to this one and see what we're doing for power on it. There are lights that are not illuminated over here. It makes me think that we're short on power. So, it's just not running. Let's see what's working and what's not here. It was just not loading in is what it was. So we need to power all of these up down here. How much power do we have to spare? We still have a little bit to spare, and I could do that. And now we have a lot to spare. All right. So what we'll do when we come back, I'll do what I did over there, except for, I guess those relays look okay right there. We'll put a relay up here and a relay up there. And we'll hook these lights here and down this side of the hallway to that generator over there. turrets are going off. Must be a wandering horde, right? I don't see. Maybe it's just a single zombie. And then the same thing over here. We might run these lights. Maybe I do the same thing over there we did over here with the lights instead of the relays. But we'll run those lights down to the wire over there. And figure out what I can do here. I mean, technically, I could hook this light into that light. You know what I mean? And the same there. That one with that one. And we can power this side. Real quick before we end the episode, let's go ahead and do that and then see what the burden is on the generator. But I think that's a solution for both sides over there. And the solution for these sides lies in this building right here. That's going to be our solution over here. I'll go ahead and put my wrench back in there. You're probably pretty amazed that Grand Spartan remembered he put his wrench in that little chest right there, aren't you? I don't remember a lot of things, but I remember that. So before I go that way with it, let's go this way and then check the load on that generator. Okay, and then one more. So that would have been about 25 or so, I guess. I think we had 55 to spare. I could put another purple engine in there. I don't remember. Maybe they were all purple already. I think 600 is maximum, right? For a generator. I don't think you can go any higher than 600. I'll make sure that none turned out. Turned off. Turned out. Turned off. And what kind of engines we have in there. 550 out of 555. Let's turn this off. Let's replace the blues. I got the blues, baby. Now how much are we producing? That's not going to be enough, though. It wasn't a good exchange there. It wasn't a good enough exchange to actually do that, I don't think. Let's take 562, replace this, turn it on. 50. Let's take the 595 and put the 497 and see how much we have. All right, that's perfect. 550, 558. That's what we'll do. We'll leave it just like that. I'll handle the, we need to put a hatch over that. We'll cover this little project soon, though, and redoing this. And like I said, I might do what we did over there, over here. I mean, it'd be easy to do. We just have to put one wall up there, one wall up there, make one of these little doohickey thingies right there. And we could have both sides looking exactly the same. Almost exactly the same. That might be cat's meow right there. But down here, you know, I'm not seeing a way possible to light these off of that one generator. It's just too much of a load. So what I can do is, let me test this and make sure the wire doesn't show. If it doesn't, okay, so that'll be a way for me to go down here. Now this side, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 watts. If I could get 20 more watts out of this generator, and I think I can, we'll go scrap some more cars for engines here soon when we get around to it. Might not be a bad idea to leave these purple engines in here. And how much do we have to spare? I think almost enough. If we could replace this 515 engine, tell you what we're going to do. 515 with a 494, combine them real quick, and that's going to give me the extra little bit that I need. We're 4 watts short is what we are. We're 4 watts short. So if I can get this up high enough. There's a dog. Puts me up to 564. I mean, heck, that's a 600 engine right there, folks. That might be our first 600 engine since we started this Let's Play. I certainly don't remember looting a 600 engine anywhere, and I don't think I've combined enough to make a 600. But that'll provide just enough, I hope, to get us over that hump for the 20 power that we need. And 579. Perfect. right over the mark. But see what a tiny difference it makes? It's almost not even worth it. It's just, you'd be better off just putting another generator down somewhere, doing it that way. But I'll show you why I'm doing this. I think you may have already seen it or understand why I did it the way I did it. So when we come off this room over here and we get it built, it's going to power this strip of lights, that strip of lights, and this wire doesn't show through the corner here. It doesn't show through the corner. So it can power that side right there down to there, those last few. And then the same room right here, we may just put 2 generators in here because it's going to power all of these going down, and the same principle applies there. We hook that light into here, and it should not show. It should not show. We could even use the generator over there and load it down with some better quality engines to power some of these lights on this side, maybe just have them powered on this side. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll call it right there for the day. I thank you, as always, for your support. We come back here tomorrow. We get a little bit more work done than the day after that. We're on horde duty. We're on horde duty for the day. You have yourselves a good day, good evening, wherever you may be located. I will see you all tomorrow.